What up, y'all? This is your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Monday, January 25th, 2016, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Academy Awards ceremony producer Reginald Hudlin says Chris Rock will not bow out of hosting the Oscars to protest the lack of diversity among the Oscar nominees, but will instead use the show as a platform to address the issue. Hollywood couple Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith and filmmaker Spike Lee have said they will not attend the gala, which honors excellence in film, because no people of color were nominated in the acting categories for a second year. Many Academy members, critics, and journalists have defended the all-white choices, however, arguing the selection had nothing to do with race and saying 2015 was a competitive year for films and artists with white actors Johnny Depp and Michael Keaton, writer Aaron Sorkin, and director Ridley Scott and Steven Spielberg alongside black actors Idris Elba, Will Smith, and Michael B. Jordan on the list of surprising omissions. The Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Science, which bestowed the Oscars, responded to the backlash against the nominations by revamping its membership and governing rules in an effort to increase diversity for future competitions. Hudlin told Entertainment Tonight Rock finished writing his monologue for the Oscars ceremony a week ago, but started working on a new script as the controversy picked up steam, and some protesters urged him to walk away from the job. Hudlin said Chris is hard at work. He and his writing staff locked themselves in a room. As things got a little provocative and exciting, he said, "I'm throwing out the show I wrote and writing a new show," Hudlin recalled. Chris is that thorough. He's that brilliant, and I have 1,000% confidence that he will deliver something that people will be talking about for weeks. Rock has not yet publicly spoken out about the debate other than to tweet alongside an Oscar promo the hashtag Oscars, the White BET Awards. British actress Charlotte Rampling says she thinks the outrage regarding this year's all-white acting nominees for the Oscars is, quote, racist to white people. Rampling, 69, is a nominee for Best Actress for her work in 45 years. She told the European One radio network Friday, according to the Hollywood Reporter, it's racist to white people. One can never really know, but perhaps the black actors did not deserve to make the final list, she added. Why classify people? These days, everyone is more or less accepted. People will always say, him, he's less handsome. Him, he's too black. He is too white. Someone will always be saying, you are too this or that. But do we have to take from this that there should be lots of minorities elsewhere? The two-time Oscar-winning British actor Michael Caine also weighed in on the debate. He said to the BBC, there's loads of black actors. You can't vote for an actor because he's black. You got to give a good performance, and I'm sure they were very good performances. Caine admitted he was surprised that Idris Elba was not nominated for Beasts of No Nation, then added, well, look at me. I won the European Film Award for Best Actor for Youth, and I got nominated for nothing else. Asked what advice he would offer to black actors frustrated because they were overlooked, Caine said, be patient. Of course it will come. Of course it will come. It took me years to get an Oscar. African-American acting couple Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith and filmmaker Spike Lee have said they will not attend this year's Oscars because no actors of color were nominated. The Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Science, which operates the Oscars, on Friday announced a series of changes it plans to implement to increase diversity among its members who are now predominantly male and white. Stacey Dash continues to criticize BET on her website Thursday, saying the network lies to promote segregation. The 49-year-old actress faced heavy backlash for suggesting the network should be abolished Wednesday on Fox and Friends and penned a blog post in response to BET pointing out she appeared on its series The Game. Dash wrote, ever since I said this on Fox yesterday, Black Entertainment Television has been throwing shades. Thank you for reminding me of The Game, since most people have never heard of that show. Why? It's on BET. Quick, name the top shows on BET. Draw a blank. I think I've made a point. She also added, I look forward to the day when people don't self-segregate based on skin color while loudly complaining about a segregated society. BET lies to African black people by telling them that the rest of America is racist, so stick close to your own kind. Anything can promote segregation is bad. Dash made her initial remarks while discussing an Oscar boycott, calling the protest ludicrous and suggested Black History Month also be abolished. Her comments didn't sit well with The View's host Whoopi Goldberg and guest host Sunny Halston, who criticized Dash on Thursday. Halston said, "I think it's the height of hypocrisy that Stacey Dash would say that there would be no BT when she had a recurring role on the game. I just think it's incredible that she would give up whatever value she had in the first place to pander to Fox, an audience that is sort of angry and scared of people that don't look like that." Goldberg added of Black History Month, "Black history is not taught. American history holds all of us, but we're not all treated like Americans. One of the reasons there is a BET is because networks wouldn't take a lot of the shows that have an all-black cast." Dash is best known for playing Dion Davenport in Clueless, and its TV series adaptation has since appeared on UPN's series The Strip and VH1's drama Single Ladies. The actress joined Fox News as a contributor in 2014. James Cameron's anticipated Avatar sequel will not be ready for the expected Christmas 2017 release date, nor has a new date been established. It was reported Thursday. This is the second known delay for the anticipated sequel, which is set to be the first in a new trilogy stemming from the 2009 original. 20th Century Fox declined to comment on the film's status, the Wrap reports, although sources close to the project are said to have confirmed the change. In December, Cameron told the Montreal Gazette Christmas 2017 was the new target for the next visually ambitious Avatar film, which is being filmed at the same time as the two follow-ups. He said, "At least that's what we've announced, but I don't consider that to be as important as the fact that we get all three films done. We dropped them a year apart. I call that a meta-narrative that runs across the three movies. Each film stands alone, but it also tells one much larger story." News of Avatar's latest delay comes shortly after it was announced the next Star Wars film will open around the same time in 2017. Disney Studios announced this week the 8th episode, executive produced by Force Awakens director J.J. Abrams, will be moved from its May 26, 2017 release date to December 15, 2017. Rian Johnson is set to helm the next Star Wars film, with production beginning next month. Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, will take over the original Star Wars release date. Actor Benedict Wong is the latest to join Marvel's upcoming supernatural flick Doctor Strange, joining lead actor Sherlock and the Imitation Game star Benedict Cumberbatch. The British Martian actor will play Wong, the martial arts fighting manservant to Cumberbatch's Stephen Vincent Strange character, Hollywood Reporter announced Thursday. Wong, the thespian who is also plays Kublai Khan in Netflix's Marco Polo, joins Rachel McAdams, Tilda Swinton, Chiwetel Ejiofor, and Mads Mikkelsen in the upcoming hero flick expected for a November 4th debut. Wong's character stems from the 1960s Strange Tales comic and was created by Marvel artist Steve Ditko. The sidekick character tends to Doctor Strange's affairs while also performing healing tasks and assisting in supernatural matters. TriStar and the Jim Henson Company are working on a new Labyrinth movie. The Hollywood Reporter said Guardians of the Galaxy co-writer Nicole Perlman is writing the script, but it is unclear whether the picture will be a remake or sequel to the 1986 David Bowie-Jennifer Connelly cult classic. Fans expressed online their love of the original musical fantasy flick when Bowie died of cancer earlier this month. The movie, about a teenage girl trying to rescue her kidnapped baby brother from a Goblin King, was the last Henson helmed before his death in 1990. It was penned by Monty Python troupe member Terry Jones and executive produced by George Lucas. Charlie's Angels hammer McGee is in talks to direct Sony's Master of the Universe reboot. McGee is expected to first oversee another draft of the long-in-development film before signing on to direct, the Hollywood Reporter reported. The last script was written by the team of Alex Lickfack and Mike Finch. Based on the popular 1980s animated series of the same name, Masters of the Universe follows Prince Adam, who transforms into the heroic He-Man in order to protect the magical land of Eternia from the evil Skeletor. The franchise is also notable for Mattel's signature toy line based on the property. The original film, released in 1987 starring Dolph Lundgren as He-Man and Frank Langella as Skeletor, failed to match the success of the cartoon and was panned by critics. HBO has released via Twitter a series of teasers for the upcoming season of its medieval fantasy series, Game of Thrones. The cable television network is urging fans to tweet using hashtags for the show's various dynasties competing for the Iron Throne. The three 25-second video clips don't show footage from the show, which kicks off its sixth season April 24th, but they do warn of troubles to come for each house. One tweet said, "Send a Raven tweet at Game of Thrones using hashtag House Stark, hashtag House Lannister, or hashtag House Targaryen for more on Season 6. All Broadway matinee and evening performances were canceled Saturday due to the blizzard-induced ban on travel in New York City and suspension of public transportation by government authorities. Charlotte St. Martin, president of the Broadway League, said in a statement, "Now that the snowstorm has arrived, I'd like to reiterate that the safety and security of the theatergoers and employees is everyone's primary concern." She also added, as a result of the ban on travel in New York and the suspension of public transportation and government authorities and other safety precautions implemented on behalf of the weather, matinee and evening performances will be canceled today, January 23rd. We expect normal operations to resume tomorrow's Sunday matinees. Among the impacted shows are Kinky Boots, Hamilton, Wicked, School of Rock, Finding Neverland, Chicago, Phantom of the Opera, Jersey Boys, The Lion King, Aladdin, and Les Miserables. Tina Fey returned to Saturday Night Live this weekend to once again play former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin. Fey revived her spot-on impression to lampoon the real Palin for recently endorsing Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump. Daryl Hammond played Trump in the show's cold opening Saturday. Fey, as Palin declared in the sketch, which was set at a rally in Iowa, "I want to take a break from my full-time career of writing things on Facebook to fly down here and lend my support to the next president of the United States, Donald J. Trump." Hammond's Trump remarks, "Isn't she great? Just a total package. Smart, legs, yelling everything. I haven't seen a woman this impressive since Jeb Bush." Fey's Palin continued, "I'm here because we Americans are struggling. So many of us have lost our jobs at the factories or reality shows about Alaska, and we've seen our own children targeted by the police for no reason other than they committed some crimes. We turn on the news every morning and are shocked to see we're not even on it because we've been replaced by immigrants like Geraldo Rivera." Hammond's Trump added, "She's fun. She just says whatever she wants. It's like her mouth starts driving before her brain gets in the car." Patrick Dempsey and wife Gillian Fink will reportedly call off their impending divorce. Sources told People magazine the 50-year-old actor and Fink have no more divorce plans after reconciling and agreeing to be a family again. An insider said for the past year, Patrick and Gillian have been working on getting to where they are now. They are not dating anyone else and only each other. Another source added they seem very happy and are spending a lot of time together. They go on dates and are also involved with the kids together. The divorce made Patrick miserable. It was definitely a wake-up call. Dempsey and his wife married in 1999 and shared 3 children, 13-year-old daughter Tallulah and 8-year-old twin sons Sullivan and Darby. Fink filed for divorce in January 2015, citing irreconcilable differences and requesting spousal and child support. Dempsey and Fink sparked reconciliation rumors when they were spotted holding hands together in Paris in November. Fink then posted a photo of herself with her estranged husband for his birthday, January 13th, writing, "Happy 50th, at Patrick Dempsey XXX," with the winking emoji. Dempsey is best known for playing Dr. Derek Shepard, a.k.a. McDreamy, on ABC's medical drama Grey's Anatomy, but left the series after season 11. The actor will next star in Bridget Jones' Baby with Renee Zellweger and Colin Firth. Keshia Knight Pulliam recently married Ed Hartwell. The 36-year-old actress revealed the news Friday on Instagram less than a month after announcing her engagement. Pulliam shared a photo from her wedding, writing, "The most amazing day of our lives, hashtag I'm officially Mrs. Hartwell." She said of the ceremony on her podcast, Candidly Keshia, "It was my dream. We did literally in our living room in our home. We come for large families, both of us. I'm one of 4. Ed is one of 6. We invited people. They had no clue they were coming to a wedding." Hartwell added, "We had a great time. You talk about dreams. Both of our dreams came true that day. We had an amazing time together, but the biggest thing is even afterwards, we had so much fun. They gave me the mic, and if you give me the mic, you're going to have a good time. Hartwell was previously married to Real Housewives of Atlanta star Lisa Wu Hartwell from 2005 to 2011 and share 8-year-old son Ed Jr. with his ex-wife. The 37-year-old retired NFL player played for the Baltimore Ravens and Atlanta Falcons during his career. Pulliam is best known for playing Rudy Huxtable on NBC's sitcom The Cosby Show and went on to portray Miranda Lucas Payne on TBS's Tyler Perry's House of Payne. She completed on Celebrity Apprentice Season 7 in 2015, but was eliminated in Episode 1. Jodie Sweetin and her boyfriend Justin Hodak are engaged. According to E! News, the Fuller House star posted a photo of her engagement ring Friday on her private Facebook page. The couple, who have been together for 2 years, recently celebrated Sweetin's birthday, with Hodak sharing an intimate photo of the two lovebirds kissing on Instagram Wednesday. Hodak wrote, "To my one and only at Jodie Sweetin, I love you more than anything. Happy birthday. May we grow together for many more years to come." On February 26, Sweetin will reprise her role as Stephanie Tanner in Netflix's Full House reboot, Fuller House. Earlier this month, the streaming service released a new teaser for the series, which featured the Tanner family moving furniture back into their iconic San Francisco home. This will be Sweetin's fourth marriage, having split from her third husband, Marty Coyle, back in June 2013, after being together for 1 year. Sweetin and Coyle share a daughter together, Beatrice Carlin Sweetin Coyle. And pop star Mariah Carey and her boyfriend, Australian billionaire James Packer, are reportedly engaged. According to E! News, who broke the story, Packer popped the question while the couple were staying in her hometown of New York City. The new diamond ring, the network described, reportedly comes in at around 35 carats. CNN also confirmed the news, stating from a source, a close friend of Mr. Packer confirmed the couple were engaged and said they were over the moon that James had found such happiness with Mariah. Carey and her new fiancé began dating less than a year after hitting it off in Aspen during the film's premiere of Hercules. The pop star mentioned to Steve Harvey in November about first meeting Packer, "We were talking, laughing, and people were getting mad at us and stuff like that, so we hit it off." Harvey noted how Packer was a lucky guy. Carey responded, "I'm lucky too." Back in September, the two lovebirds made their red carpet debut during the New York premiere of The Intern. Carey and Packer turned heads that evening, sharing kisses and getting intimate while posing for the cameras. This will be the third marriage for Carey, who previously was married to Nick Cannon and music executive Tommy Mottola. Carey shares 4-year-old twins Monroe and Moroccan with Cannon, while Packer, who's also been married twice, shares 3 young children with his ex-wife, Erica Baxter. Denise Richards is suing ex-husband Charlie Sheen for allegedly evicting her from her Beverly Hills home. The 44-year-old actress filed a lawsuit against the 50-year-old actor, claiming Sheen reneged on a promise to not evict her and their children. Sheen reportedly made the pledge while convincing Richards to move into the house, which is next to his own. Richards, who receives $55,000 a month in child support, is seeking $1.2 million from Sheen towards a new home. The actress says Sheen owes her the money in accordance with their kids' trust agreement, adding she spent $105,000 on a rental since being evicted in September. Sheen's attorney, Martin Singer, told People magazine Denise Richards is not satisfied that she has received $660,000 tax-free each year from almost 10 years. It is not enough money for her besides the approximate $10 million she has received from Charlie under her short marriage. Richard also alleged Sheen was aggressive to her and the children in a series of text messages she submitted in court documents. The actress responded to Singer Friday on Twitter, chiding the lawyer for his comments about the conflict. She wrote, "Marty Singer, you being the trustee should support a mom fighting to keep intact for the children. It's their money, not mine or your client's. Mr. Singer, according to your calculations at TMZ, your client owes me an enormous balance." Wow, thank you. Richards and Sheen met on the set of Loaded Weapon 1 in 1991 and divorced after 4 years of marriage in 2006. The pair share 11-year-old daughter Sam and 10-year-old daughter Lola, and the actress is also the mother to 4-year-old daughter Elise, whom she adopted as a single parent. Sheen made headlines for announcing he was HIV positive in November and recently resumed his medication after seeking alternative treatment in Mexico. Richards reportedly knew about his diagnosis for years, but neither she nor the children were infected. Vanessa Hudgens says Grease Live will stay true to the 1978 movie. The 27-year-old actress discussed the forthcoming Fox Live production on Wednesday's episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live. Hudgens told Kimmel she jumped at the chance to play Rizzo, although she always imagined herself as Sandy as a girl. The star said of the movie Grease, "I definitely watched it growing up. I feel like it was always a part of my life. I was always Sandy. I was never Rizzo, but I welcome Rizzo. She's such an amazing part. Now that I'm older, I'm like, oh my God, she's tough. She's got grit." Grease, starring John Travolta as Danny Zuko and Olivia Newton-John as Sandy Olsen, is based on the 1971 musical of the same name. The movie was a critical and commercial success, and the live adaptation will probably stay true to the film. She said of the film's stronger language, "We were honoring the movie for sure, and it still has the same spirit, but it's a family show, and we had to modify a few things. We actually had Dee Dee Khan, who played the original Frenchie, in our production, and she's amazing. Khan will play the waitress V, with Julianne Hough as Sandy, Aaron Tveit as Danny, Carly Rae Jepsen as Frenchie, and Carlos Pena Vega as Kaneki. Grease Live will premiere January 31st with Thomas Kail as director and choreography by Zach Woodley of Glee." Hudgens told reporters Rizzo does still have a pregnancy scare when she told reporters at the Television Critics Association Winter Press Tour this month. She says, "Even though the production has this fun lightheartedness about it, there's some real stuff going on." Madonna posted a somber selfie Thursday night, thought to express her emotions towards a tense custody battle over her son Rocco Ritchie. The pop star, 57 years old and currently traveling the world on her Rebel Heart tour, shared the photo of herself staring stoically into the camera alongside the caption, "Moving forward, nowhere else to go." In December, a judge ordered her son Ritchie, 15, to return to the United States from the United Kingdom after refusing to come back from visiting his father, Guy Ritchie, for the holidays. It was reported at the time Ritchie was tired of accompanying his mother on tour and refused to return to New York before Christmas. Us magazine reported the second hearing of the ongoing case will take place February 3rd. A source told the outlet recently Madonna has been actively doing all she can to get her son Rocco home and back to school in New York. Madonna, who lost her own mother at a very young age, has always made her children's education a priority along with their well-being. Louis Tomlinson of One Direction has reportedly welcomed his first child with ex Briana Jungwirth. A source close to Jungwirth told People magazine the duo's new son, born Thursday in Los Angeles, is, quote, perfect. News Tomlinson was to be a father broke in July of last year when reports said the One Direction singer was excited about becoming a dad. A source told People at the time it was a surprise at first, but he and Briana are very, very close friends, and this has brought them even closer. Tomlinson and Jungwirth reportedly met earlier this year after the One Direction star broke up with longtime girlfriend Eleanor Cadler. While it was looked as if the Drag Me Down singer had moved on romantically with rumored girlfriend Danielle Campbell, the status of his and Jungwirth's current relationship is publicly unknown. On Thursday, Tomlinson's former stepfather, Mark Tomlinson, tweeted a telling message to fans reading, "Is that the patter of tiny feet?" hinting at the family's new addition. Australian rapper Iggy Azalea says her label Virgin EMI won't allow her to create a music video for her singer Resilient. The celebrity tweeted the update Wednesday saying the label seemed to feel her song was not popular enough for an assured positive response to a video. She tweeted to her 6 million followers, "Bad news update, my record label Virgin EMI seems to feel the response to my viral record Zillion wasn't good enough and I'm not allowed a video." She also said in another tweet, "I feel like it was dope, so whatever. Label president Ted Koppel doesn't want me to shine. What can I say?" When fans suggested the engaged Aussie celebrity dropped her current record label, Azalea wrote she's trying to switch to just Def Jam, but Koppel is making it hard. She also joked, "If all else fails, I'll just drive around LA and play my new album Digital Distortion really loud every Monday from 4 to 6. Singer Demi Lovato appeared on stage at the University of Iowa to endorse Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton for president. Speaking to a large crowd of mostly women, Lovato said Thursday she was voting for Clinton because she completely embodies the concept of female empowerment, CNN Politics reports. She also added, "And last but not least, I'm voting for her because I truly believe there is nobody more qualified to run this country, our country, than our Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton." Clinton in turn complimented Lovato for giving hope and, quote, positive reinforcement endorsement to her fans and others throughout her career. She told the singer, "I'm thrilled you're here, lending your voice and your example to our efforts to get people to get out and caucus." Lovato, a mental health advocate, joins other celebrities including Katy Perry, Lena Dunham, and Amy Schumer in support of Clinton. Lovato said at the rally ahead of the state's February 1st caucus, "I don't think there's a woman more confident than Hillary Clinton." Clinton is in a close race in Iowa with Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders, who in a CNN poll reports leads her 51% to 43%. Former Maryland Governor Martin O'Malley is also seeking the Democratic nomination. Electronic pop duo The Pet Shop Boys have announced a new 12-track album for 2016 entitled Super. The album, set to be released on April 1st, is the follow-up to 2013's Electric. The band also announced that they will begin touring again with 4 UK concerts set to take place at the Royal Opera House in July. Singer Neil Tennant and keyboard player Christopher Lowe noted in a press release, "It was fantastic to be back in the studio with producer Stuart Price, continuing from where we left off with Electronic." On Thursday, The Pet Shop Boys released a short video promoting Super that featured a rave party dancing to a snippet of one of the group's new tracks. The Pet Shop Boys are notable for their multiple top 10 hits throughout the 80s, including their #1 single from 1985, West End Girls. Questlove of The Roots shared a story about iconic musician Prince that has gone viral. The tale, reimagined in an anime informed by YouTube OK player and animator Hector, involves the Purple One asking Questlove to DJ an after-party for him before opting to play Disney and Pixar's Finding Nemo instead. As Questlove explained in the video posted YouTube Wednesday, the drummer was in a bind when he sort of won ticket to see Prince performed live with a group of friends in Philadelphia. Prince provided the extra ticket in exchange for Questlove, who was also an accomplished DJ, to host an after-party for him. While performing his set for the Purple Rain singer, Questlove wanted to impress Prince by playing one of his favorite artists, Fela Kuti. Much to his surprise, Prince did not care for the music and then eventually asked for Finding Nemo to be screened instead. Quest is heard narrating before mentioning how he was essentially fired and replaced by a cartoon fish. The Revenant, a survival picture nominated for a leading 12 Oscars, is the #1 movie in North America, earning $16 million in receipts this weekend, Rent-Track announced Sunday. Coming in at #2 is Star Wars The Force Awakens with $14.3 million, followed by Ride Along 2, last week's chart topper, at #3 with $13 million, Dirty Grandpa at #4 with $11.5 million, and The Boy at #5 with $11.3 million. Rounding out the top tier are The Fifth Wave at #6 with $10.7 million, 13 Hours The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi at #7 with $9.8 million, Daddy's Home at #8 with $5.3 million, Norm of the North at #9 with $4.1 million, and The Big Short at #10 with $3.5 million. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1980, Paul McCartney is released from a Tokyo jail and deported from Japan. Paul McCartney's arrival at Tokyo's Narita International Airport on this date in 1980 marked his first visit to Japan since the Beatles tour of 1966. The occasion was a planned 11-city concert tour by his band Wings. Instead, Paul's visit was limited to a 9-day stint in the Tokyo Narcotics Detention Center, which ended on this date in 1980. McCartney was found to be carrying nearly half a pound of marijuana in his baggage upon arrival at Narita, an amount that Paul would later assure Japanese authorities was intended solely for his personal use. The amount was large enough, however, to warrant a smuggling charge and a potential 7-year prison sentence. Given Japanese reputation for rigor enforcement of its strict anti-drug laws, it was by no means a foregone conclusion that McCartney would escape trial and possible imprisonment. Yet, he was released and quickly deported from Japan on this date in 1980 prior to making any appearance in court. 20 years after this arrest, Paul would opine that his psychological motivation may have been to find an excuse to disband Wings, in which he in fact did immediately following his return to England. In another interview, however, Sir Paul offered an explanation that may be the more compelling for its simplicity. "We were about to fly to Japan and I knew I wouldn't be able to get anything to smoke over there," McCartney said in 2004. "This stuff was too good to flush down the toilet, so I thought I'd take it with me." And as your entertainment report for Monday, January 25th, 2016, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.